parity checks. In parity check, what is asked, we added an extra bit with the data. For example, this data consists of 7 bits. We will add another bit, and this bit will be added using odd or even parity. For example, if we are using odd parity, so we will count the number of ones. How many ones are there? There are 1, 2. So we will use another one. Now the number of ones are in odd. Here there are only zeros. So now these are odd. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7, these are 7. So we will use 0. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will add. Now the number of ones are odd. Now, for example, here 1, 2. If we want to use even parity, so we will add 0. Now number of ones are in even. 0, 1, 0. Right, beta? For example, we have a sender is sending this data using even parity. Yes, you are asked to find out that this data is received correctly or not. Yes, Usman, beta, this is very important topic for you, huh? Usman and Azan. Yes, beta, Azan. Where is Azan? Yes. Usman, it is correct or not?
Correct, sir.
Correct. Second one.
Correct.
Third one.
Correct.
And fourth one.
वो भी ये भी correct है.
Okay. Now, receiver B.
Correct.
Correct.
Correct. आखिरी वाला incorrect है.
Last one is incorrect because there are not three ones means in not in even. Right now, is it correct? Receiver C. Correct.
Uh,
Right.
correct.
Correct. Correct. And correct.
Correct.
Right now, this was the sender. This was the data which is sent by the sender. This is 001 001 00, all zeros, all ones, 01 01 01 01. Now 001 001 001 001 001 001, and means first byte is transmitted correctly, all zeros correctly, all ones correctly. 01 01 01 01 correct. 01. Yes, we have identified that this is incorrect because the number of ones are not in even. Here, the number of ones are even 1, 2, 3, 4, but the data is not correct, right? So it may be possible that data is qualify on the parity, but it will be incorrect. When it will be incorrect, when there are errors in more than one bits, and this error in the presence of this error, the parity remains same. Huh? Basically you are asked to transmit 0101, but it has transmitted 0110. It means this 0 it should be 0 and it should be 1. So there are two errors in 2 bits. Huh? But as there are errors in 2 bits, the parity remain same, like there are 4 ones means even parity. So if there is error, this type of error that parity remain same, this type of error is known as cannot be identified if we are using parity check. Okay, beta. If there is error in one bit, it can be identified. For that, we use parity block. In parity block, what we do, we add an extra byte. Here we are using extra bit, for example, to make it uh, even or odd, we will use, if suppose we are making it odd, we will add 1 over here. Yes, we will add 1, we will add 0 and 1, right? Then we will add extra byte. Huh? Extra byte will be added by checking number of ones vertically.
सर
We
ये
will check the
पैरिटी
number of
चेक
ones
वगैरह
vertically.
सब सर ये पैरिटी चेक वगैरह सब डेटा एंट्री के बाद होता है ना चेक
Yes, at the time of data
आफ्टर डेटा
transmission.
हैज बीन
At the time of data transmission. For data entry, we have two checks only: visual check and double entry. And when you are sending data to another device or another computer, we perform these four checks. These four checks are basically at the time of data transmission. These four checks are parity check, echo check, checksum, ARQ, right? So we will, it will be 0, it will be 0, it will be 0, it will be 1 to make what? 1, 1, 0. The same will be done for even parity, right? So in now um, it will be 0, 0, sorry, 1 and 0. Then it will be 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Right, beta? Now, a sender is sending this data and a receiving is receiving. You are asked to find out that the data is transmitted correctly or not. What will we do? We will check the parity vertically and horizontally both. 1, 2, okay, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. And then vertically, okay, 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 right? Then, yes, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay, 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 1, 2, 3. This is incorrect. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 1, 2, okay, 1, incorrect. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, okay, okay. Now we have error in this row and in this column. It means if we are using parity block, we can identify the bit where there is an error, and what we need to do, we will just change this bit, flip this bit. If it is 0, it will become 1. Now it will be qualified on the parity. This is the advantage of parity block. With the help of parity block, we can, if you are using parity bits, we can identify that where is, when there is an error. Right here we say, we have told that there is an error, but we cannot identify in which bit there is an error. But in parity block, we can identify the bit with error and we can correct this bit. But again, the problem is that if there are errors in more than one bit, we cannot identify it. For example, here you will see that this is correct.
मोर देन वन बिट के लिए कौन से क्या कहते हैं
Then we will
वेरिफिकेशन
use
इस्तेमाल
another
होता है
method. So, basically, we are not using only one method for checking error. We use more than one method. So sometimes we use parity check and checksum. Sometimes we use ARQ and checksum, and echo check and parity. We, we never rely on only one method. We use multiple methods. Correct, correct, correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. Right now. Correct, correct, correct. Incorrect, incorrect. Now in these two columns there are errors, but we don't know in which bit there is error, because there are error in more than one bits. Basically this was 0 and this was 1. So if there are errors in more than one bit, it cannot be identified in the parity system. Right, beta? Then we have another method. This is known as echo check. In echo check, what we do, sender sends data to receiver. Receiver sends this data back to the sender and asks to check that is it correct or incorrect. Right? Then we have another method. This is known as checksum. In checksum, what we do, data is divided in packets. Then data size is calculated, and an algorithm is used, that is, for example, data size mod 256. uh, for example, the size of the data packet is 300, so we will divide it by 256. 256 times 1 is 256 and remainder is 44, so the checksum will be 44. This checksum will attach with the data packet, and this checksum is sent with the data packet is sent. Receiver will receive data packet and checksum. Receiver will recalculate its own checksum. Suppose the data packet size is 300, so the checksum will be calculated 44. You have sent a checksum 44. It means there is no alteration. There is no data is not tampered. Data is received correctly. It may be possible that the data packet size is 210 or 205 or something else. So you will calculate checksum 210 divided by 256 times 1 256. So the remainder will be 54. Receiver's calculated checksum is 54 and received checksum is 44. It means there is an error. Data is tampered. Right? So we can identify that there is an error in the data. Then we will ask the sender to resend the data, then this practice will be done again. Right, beta? So this method is known as checksum. Then we have another method. Yes, these are the steps of checksum. Yes. What will be the step number 1? The
Sir,
checksum is calculated and added to the block of the data. Right?
Block of
The
data
block
sent
of
with
data which
checksum.
checksum is sent. Then,
The receiving computer calculates checksum,
okay,
then compares fourth हो जाएगा, and the last one if don't match, that there's an error.
right? Then we have another method. This is known as ARQ. What happens in ARQ? In ARQ, this is ARQ. Yes, beta. In ARQ, data is divided into small packets, and these packets are sent one after another to the receiver. But receiver is asked that whenever it receives the data, it will send the acknowledgement. It will check that the data is correct or not and send an acknowledgement. If acknowledgement is not sent within a specific time, then receiver will resend the data. Sender will send the data packet again. Receiver is not asking the sender to send the data packet again. Receiver is just not sending acknowledgement. Not sending acknowledgement means asking to resend the data. Suppose this data packet is sent, a timer is started. Receiver will recalculate the check the correctness of the data and send acknowledgement. If acknowledgement is not received within timeout, sender will send another copy of the data and start another timeout. Uh, then if data is not received, acknowledgement is not received, then it will send another copy of the data and start the timeout. If acknowledgement is received within timeout, then it will mark it as received and then send the next data packet. Right, and wait for the acknowledgement and then next. Right, beta. Now we have three different types of ARQ. One is stop and wait ARQ. In this stop and wait ARQ, sender will send a data packet and wait for the acknowledgement. Huh? If acknowledgement is received, then it will send next data packet. Otherwise, it will repeat sending the current data packet. Then there is go back and ARQ. Sender will send all the data packets at once and wait for the acknowledgement. And if acknowledgement is received on of any packet, then it will resend the data packet and all other data packets which are sent after that. Huh? This is known as go back and ARQ. Then selective repeat ARQ. Sender will send all data packets, wait for acknowledgement. If acknowledgement is not received for any specific data packet, it will resend only that data packet. Right, beta? So these are methods of verifications. ठीक है बेटा? Now, sending computers transmits a block of the data. After a set period of time, a timeout occurs which triggers the data to be automatically received by the sending computer. The sending computer waits for a period of time to see if receiving computer acknowledges the receipt of the data. This will continue until the receiving computer acknowledges the data has been sent. So this will be 1, this will be 2, 3 and 4. This is the